it's Kathy here. I've just been to get my hair cut, and I was chatting to the hairdresser, and she's like, "So what are you up to? What do you do?" So I was saying, "Well, I've been just training in some breath work," and she's like, "Oh, what's that? Is that like yoga?" I was like, "Yeah, not quite." And so she was thinking it was just about some nice practice to help you relax, and I was saying, "Well, actually, how babies breathe in a really relaxed, fluid way, and then they can cry very freely. They don't try and stop themselves from expressing whatever emotion that they're feeling, because they're in their beingness in that moment. They've not learnt that it's not okay to express certain things, and so the breath is free. And then as soon as they get old enough to learn it's not okay to feel certain things or to express those feelings, they contract their breath, or they might end up experiencing some kind of trauma, which also puts you into that fear state, and you contract your breath. So I was saying to her, when you practice breath work, it can bring all of those things that we suppressed as children or at any part of our life, really. And as we breathe with it, where we've contracted in an unconscious way, it allows it to come up to the surface. And as we breathe then consciously through it in that very circular way that we used to breathe like as children, it starts to unwind those patterns and those programs, and it can free you then from those things that might have been stopping you from moving forward, from having the relationships that you want, from having the energy that you want to have, from having the confidence, from pretty much anything that you feel stuck with in some way. It can help to free you from those patterns. And then of course it helps you with your breathing. It helps you breathe better. It can improve your immune function. It can decrease stress and anxiety. It lowers cortisol. It helps you manage menopausal symptoms. It has so many things that it's really good for. And it sort of, like, talking to her about all this, as I was speaking, her eyes were just getting bigger and bigger and bigger, going, "Oh my God, I didn't realize it did so much." So I thought, well, maybe other people don't know that that's what breathwork does. So here I am telling you. Yeah, it's been fascinating learning the sort of more from the science side of it and the physiological effects. I know how I've worked with the breath for like 25 years in other ways, through connecting to the deep unconscious to bring patterns to the surface. But the breath is so powerful, and it just, if you give it, if you let it sort of be your teacher, it will guide you to exactly where you need clarity or emotions that have been stuck in your system. It will help bring them to the surface. It gives you exactly what you need. And it's like your breath, even the word breath in many languages and cultures is the same as spirit. And it's the life force that keeps us here on the planet, keeps us alive, our breath. So it's that bridge between like our physical bodies, our minds, and the one field of consciousness that we're all connected to, and nature and life. And it's that same life force that grows anything in nature, all the plants, trees, animals. It grows us into the expression of who we're here to be or what we're here to be. And that's what this kind of breathwork, when you get into it at a deeper level, when you really let yourself be led by the breath and you trust it, it can bring everything that's in the way of you becoming who you're here to be. It can help you dissolve those obstacles and the patterns and the limiting beliefs and the stuck emotions, and it can really help you to just like thrive and step into who you're here to be. So if you want to hear any more about breathwork, do give me a shout, and you know where to find me.